What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. The book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. This video is entitled God Has Nothing to Do with Marriage. I was climbing with a friend of mine last night and we was talking about marriage because, I've dated enough young ladies, grown women rather, and I've dated those women who say they want to be married. It's like a benchmark or a bucket list thing. I just want to be married. And if you're in love with me, and if you I want to be seen. It's the right thing to do. It's the moral thing to do. People marry your baby mama. Marry. It's right. Marriage has nothing to do with religion right now. Marriage is a business. And me personally, I get tired of you people bringing God into marriage as if it has anything to do with God. God is the excuse y'all use to try to guilt somebody into doing it. And what I mean by that, I have no real qualms, with the idea of marriage under the eyes of love and God. I really don't. But what I have qualms with is marriage as it is right now has nothing to do with love and God. And people want to act like it does. This is what I mean. Made a video not too long ago. You don't love the good. You're not attracted to the good or the God in them. People are not attracted to the godly qualities and good qualities in people. You trying to tell me you're looking to get married because of how good and godly a person is for the most part nowadays? No, you're not. That's not true. Like you're looking at somebody's finances, somebody's lifestyle, somebody's situation, and said I could be a part of that. They ain't got nothing to do with God. Nothing. You're looking at maybe I can get some in-house sex. What they got to do with God? Nothing. Nothing. That's a business of prostitution on the contract. This trick and this John shall, this trick and this John shall be tied for a while. They got to do with God? Nothing. God only comes up when we need to make this right, moral, and legal. God, tell me anybody who know anybody who got divorced and how often does God come up in divorce? How often do you stay with somebody because of God? How often are you there for better and worse, through rich or poor, sickness and health, to death do you part? The lines that you say to God. How often are you doing that? I promise to be faithful. All the little the oath you give marriage that's pertaining to God. How often are people keeping that oath? Wake up in the morning, I don't like this no more. I'm just done. What about what you said? What about the oath that you made about marriage and God? Man, I was just talking. Right. You see, God don't really. God's not involved when you change your mind. God ain't got nothing to do with that. But we want to say God got something to do with marriage nowadays. You lying. Do you bring God to the, if somebody buys you a wedding ring that you don't like, do you say, because I love this person and it's godly and right, I don't like the ring, but I love this opportunity to be this person's wife? No. People get mad at the ring. If it ain't a great ring, you mad. So what does God have to do with that? If it ain't the best dress, you mad. So what does God have to do with that? If the wedding being popping or lit, whatever the hell you want to say, if that's not popping or right, you mad at that because it has to be big event, right? What does God have to do with that? Nothing. Shit, the church charging you. Is it about love? No. If the church charging you and the state charging you, where does God get his cutting at? Don't get no cut. So it ain't got nothing to do with God, right? Just saying. You know, and the reason I'm I was clowning like this because you know people want to say they're getting in these relationships, and I'm tired of people using God as an excuse. That's what it is. God and marriage, God ain't got nothing to do with marriage. If you marry somebody and you cheating on them, are you gonna stop because of God? How many people say, God, I'm so wrong. I done broke that commandment. I'm not gonna do it, God. I made me and you tight. No, they don't do that. When people are involved, and a guy is doing well, and he hits a rough patch, he loses his job. Are you, and y'all go through some financial struggles? Guess what? Are you, now you want to leave him? Was that God? Are you gonna stay and ride out the rough patch because of God? No, most people just turn. Oh, I ain't got no more money no more. I don't love you no more. Fuck you. What does God have to do with that? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see this way too often. Somebody may get injured or disfigured, and all of a sudden, all this, we got to be right in the eyes of God. Oh, okay. You don't look the same. So, okay. I'm just saying. The attraction scale, you gain weight. I'm not attracted to you no more. I can't be around you no more like this. Does that got anything to do with God? No, not really. You can say, yeah, gluttony is a sin. Sloth is a sin. Okay, whatever. But that's just an excuse. Right now, it's just an excuse. The man is the head of the household. Don't give me that biblical shit, nah. Because when you want to be married and then you get married to a guy and he's the head of the household, all of a sudden you're not trying to follow the head of the household's rules. You ain't gonna submit to the head of the household because you ain't done enough. Okay, so you ain't listening to God then either. That ain't, you went to church and you spit this biblical shit one day, and the next day when you in it, it ain't biblical no more. It ain't about God no more. I'm supposed to be the protector and provider for this. I don't feel like doing that no more. Under the eyes of God, I'm a man. Okay, we'll do that man stuff. Fuck all that. So that ain't about God no more. See, stop acting. This God is intertwined with marriage thing. There's a hustle right now. For the people who've gotten divorced and you've taken half of somebody's retirement, did God tell you to give it back? For you people who got divorced and and keep going for these increases because you want more and more and more. You like Jesse Williams' ex-wife, like Khalees, always asking, did God tell you to stop? Like God said, that is enough, my child. Don't stop that. No, God didn't. God. You ain't listening. You act like you listening to God when you're not. Before marriage, you get married, you ain't listening to God, and when the marriage is over and you attacking a person, God ain't tell you to stop. So where does God fit into these equations? Just gotta ask, because you can't respect each other. And if you can't respect, love, be considerate, and cherish each other, right? You should be able to, if you can't do it because you don't like each other, you should do it under the oath you took under God. But you ain't worried about that damn oath, right? It's just like everything else. It's just like praying over food and somebody is long-winded. Y'all all praying to God, but you like, when you gonna shut up? Okay, I heard you. Thank you, Father, for this great meal, and we're gonna eat together, and we have congregated together today, and we just want to love you, we want to praise over you. And everybody at the table looking, people done picked up their head like, say, dog, I'm hungry. I ain't got time for this shit. This ain't a speech to get attention. Yeah, yeah, that's what I equated to. I know that's messed up, but that's what I equated to. And y'all, all of y'all done it, and all of y'all has said it in your minds. That's what That's what God and marriage is right now. It's a nice way to jump in. God didn't tell you to stay. So, God told you need to get married, but God didn't tell you to stay. And God don't make no mistakes. You get what I'm saying? So what does God have to do with marriage? Because, if that's the case, God should have told you to break up. So you didn't get married to this person that you married and you left, right? See, we don't want to, believe that our egos are bigger than God at this particular point. So God don't have nothing to do with marriage. Our egos have everything to do with marriage. So that's just my 2 cents on what I think about this. We out, yo. Peace.